Hello and welcome everyone. So in this video I would like to solve one of the ratio analysis questions from financial management. Illustration number 2. A company has a profit margin of 20% and asset turnover 3 times. What is the company's return on investment? How will this return on investment vary if profit margin is increased by 5%, asset turnover is decreased to 2 times, and profit margin is decreased by 5%, and asset turnover is increased to 4 times. So for that we need to calculate net profit when increased by 5%. Okay, so for that we need to calculate net profit ratio when it increased by 5%, then asset turnover when it decreased to 2 times, and profit margin is decreased by 5%, and asset turnover is increased to 4 times. So let's solve very easy question and very interesting also. Let's solve this question. First, in general case, in general case net profit ratio given, net profit ratio given 20%, given 20%. Okay, now asset turnover ratio, assets turnover ratio also given 3 times, 3 times. So return on investment, return on investment, that is in short we can say ROI, a return on investment is equal to net profit ratio, net profit ratio into asset turnover ratio, asset turnover ratio. This is the formula of ROI, return on investment. Net profit ratio into asset turnover ratio, net profit ratio into asset turnover ratio. Okay, so we have already obtained a net profit ratio 20%, already given in question 20%, into asset turnover also given 3 times. So then 20% into 3 times is equal to 60%. 20% into 3 times is equal to 60%. Clear? But when it given that a return on investment, in general case it is 60%, but in case of when return on investment vary, return on investment vary, if in option 1 profit margin is increased to 5%, 5% given in question, how will the return on investment vary if profit margin is increased by 5%? Let's solve. Okay, so here profit margin is increased to 5%. Then revised net profit will be how much? Already existing given 20 plus 5% added means simply 25%. But there is no change in asset turnover. Asset turnover is equal to 3 times. Asset turnover is equal to 3 times. Okay, then again return on investment will be 25% into 3, 75%. Clear? Because here revised net profit is 25% and asset turnover this 3 times, then ROI will be 75%. Again in option 2 question given that asset turnover is decreased to 2 times, decreased to 2 times. Then okay, then profit margin is same. Here net profit ratio is equal to 20% given in question, but asset turnover decrease to 2 times, then revised asset turnover ratio two times, then revised asset turnover 2 times, then return on investment will be ROI will be how much? Net profit into revised asset turnover. Net profit ratio into revised asset turnover ratio. Here net profit given 20%, asset turnover ratio given revise asset turnover 2 times, then hence ROI will be is equal to 20% into 2 times is equal to 40%. Clear? Okay. The in third point given that profit margin is decreased by 5% and asset turnover is increased to 4 times. Net profit ratio falls by 5% and assets turnover ratio is to 4 times. Then revised net profit ratio will be net profit ratio falls by 5%. Here falls by 5% means existing is 20 minus 5% decreased, or false means 15%. Again, a revised asset turnover ratio is equal to 4 times. So now the return on investment will be 15% into 4 is equal to 60%. Okay, so very interesting question. I have solved it nicely. Illustration number 2, very easy and very interesting question. Sure shot 6 marks in your hand. You just need to revise it at least multiple times. Okay, ratio analysis. Illustration number 2. A company has a profit margin of 20% and asset turnover of 3 times. What is the company's return on investment? How will this return on investment vary if profit margin is increased by 5%, asset turnover is decreased to 2 times, profit margin is decreased by 5%, and asset turnover is increased to 4 times? So very easy question. General case is 20%, asset turnover is 3 times, and then return on investment. The formula of return on investment will be net profit ratio into asset turnover ratio. Remember, net profit ratio into asset turnover ratio is equal to return on investment. So here 60%. Then when profit margin is increased to 5%, in that case net profit will be 20 plus 5, 25%, and asset turnover is equal to 3 times. Then return on investment will be net profit into this 3 times is equal to 75%. And in option 2, net profit ratio given 20%, but asset turnover reduced to 2 times. Then a return on investment will be net profit ratio into revised asset turnover ratio 20% into 2 times is equal to 40%. In last, when net profit ratio falls by 5% and asset turnover ratio raised to 4 times, then the revised net profit ratio will be 20 minus 5% 15%, and revised asset turnover ratio will be 4 times. Ratio return on investment will be 15% to 4, that is 60%. This is it, all about illustration number 2. Thank you so much for watching.